Michael Platt has mastered a secret recipe, combining his love of baking.
I love seeing it to go from flour and sugar and eggs to a complete finished product.
With his passion for celebrating those who've risen to the occasion when they saw a need for change.
I have the audacity to believe that peoples everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies.
Education and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits. I believe that what self-centered men have torn down, men other-centered can build up.
Why do you like that quote?
He knows that what people who are centered around others can build up and recreate what other people have torn down.
For as long as he can remember, Michael says he's looked up to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., his work and message of public service, inspiring this teen baker to turn his talent into a way to help others.
For every cupcake you make, you give away a cupcake. Who are you giving the cupcakes to?
Sometimes I'll go to domestic violence shelters, or I'll go to a homeless shelter, or I'll just go around DC feeding the homeless.
Michael uses this one-for-one model to run Michael's Desserts, the business he started at age 11, around the same time an epilepsy diagnosis prevented him from doing some of his favorite physical activities.
What would you say to anybody who may have a setback and can turn that into something that has bloomed into something so amazing?
I would say what Michael said to me when I asked him about that. He said it's not about what you can't do, it's about doing what you can do.
With just a little help from Mom, every month, Michael bakes nearly 400 cupcakes, including some he creates as part of a monthly series honoring those he calls freedom fighters, historical figures like Maya Angelou and Harriet Tubman. But for January and February, he's dedicated a dessert to his hero, Dr. King. Tell me the connection between MLK and this recipe.
These cupcakes are sweet potato pie cupcakes, and the connection is the sweet potato pie is a very important and popular African-American pie.
Michael injects each cupcake with the sweet potato pie filling he makes from scratch.
He adds more sugar.
Using a family recipe passed down through the generations.
More butter and some salt.
The only measurement involved, the size of his smile when he knows he's got it right.
That's it.
Michael then tops the treats with icing.
2 layers.
Yes.
A bit more pie filling.
Little filling.
Right.
Beautiful.
And a roasted marshmallow, the finishing touch, signaling the moment we've all been waiting for.
This is beautiful.
Especially me.
I mean, pretty amazing. I think you have a future.
A future drawing from the wisdom of the past to carry out his own dream of helping those in need, one sweet gesture at a time. So this is his recipe.
Right.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
The marshmallow's a nice touch, by
It's
the way.
cute, right?
I like that.
I'm really proud of him. I mean, he was sitting at home. Like I said, you get a diagnosis like that.
Yeah.
The doctor says, you know, he'd been climbing trees and what have you. And he said,
That's-
you know what? I want to bake.
That's fantastic.
And it's phenomenal.
Oh, that is good. I
It's
like the
really
filling.
good, right?
Oh.